Hey guys, this is Mark coming to you live with another live stream. This video is going to be about a new Intel BIOS update for 13, 14 Gen CPUs to go MSI motherboards with hopeful peace of mind. Now I want to talk about what really is causing this. The update came out for MSI right now. Jay's 2 cents talked about this. He's down below. He's one of my subscribers. I subscribe to him. I subscribe to him. So go down there if you have an MSI 13th of 14 gen motherboard and you have a 13th, 14 gen Intel processor, sorry, and you have an MSI compatible motherboard, you might want to take a look again at that video. And side note is if your CPU Intel 13, 14 gen is already having instability issues, crashing, you are done. You can go ahead and turn this video off and not watch it if you can watch it anyway because your processor is fried. So and that's terrible. But this is from a PC gamer, global authority of PC games. It says Intel. We're gonna read this. I'm gonna read this to you, and then we'll have a little discussion about it. And my thoughts about it. Intel CPU crashes. What you need to know. The first BIOS update are here. Intel CPUs are getting 2 years of extended warranty. So they are extended warranty, and that's good. Some Intel 13, 14 Gen CPUs, especially high-end ones, have been crashing or even failing. The issue is crashing by elevated operating voltage. It affects 13, 14 Gen GPUs that have 65-watt processor base power and higher. A microcoding fix 0 times 129 is already rolling out for MSI and ASUS motherboards. If your CPU is affected by the elevated operating system, you are to contact Intel service here. The link right there. Um, Many PC gamers are understandably concerned about the stability issues facing 13, 14 Gen CPUs from Intel, codename Raptor Lake, and especially the Core i9 13900K and the Core i9 14900K. Over the past few months, there have been increasing reports of stability issues, game crashes, and even some reports of chip failure. Throughout, the issues were noted in 2023 into 2024. So technically, take a back here. So technically, what happens is Intel knew about this that way back in 2020. They didn't say 2023. They didn't say the first launch batches. They didn't say that. They weren't going to say, oh, they knew day one. They said, F you guys, buy it anyway. No, they didn't say that. PC Gamer is saying that the issues have been noted. Like going back to the 360, that God rest its soul, it's no longer around. But when it first came out, it had issues, red ring of deaths. Maybe about half of them in the testing were failing. Why? Because they crammed 11 different companies in onto one little box. So it's going to fail. This is different. This is Intel in-house stuff, okay? They kind of know what they're doing. Technically, they're very smart people. The engineers are very smart. The eggheads knew. It affects the Core i9s of 13900 and 14900K. So it's the real expensive ones. And let's go look at the i9. Let's see how much the i9 will cost you. Let's just go say i9 13900K. I just want to see how many bad boys cost. Now, some of them, Electronic Express, or in the gaming rig, I think I'll help you. But if you're going to buy some from Best Buy, they have a few of them. That's going to cost you $619. Okay. That's $14,900. $1,300 will cost you a whopping $450 at Best Buy. So if you have at a place like Amazon, I'm looking around, guys, just giving you guys an idea. Okay, I want you guys to understand how much this bad boy costs. Okay, since this debacle going on, Intel slashed the price on Amazon, allowed them to sell 27 cents, almost 30% off. 27% off. It's $458. Originally, it's $629. It has all the thing you need. You know, this is the 13900K. It's ASUS on here, stuff like that. You know, blah blah blah. But you get my drift, right? You're getting what I'm saying to you. It's a $600 to $700 processor that's having the issues, that AMD should be having. And AMD had I think the 9000 series came out and had an issue. This was overshadowed. This overshadowed the issues of the 900, of the 9000, 8000 series with AMD. Comment down below if you guys have ever had an issue with your AMD Ryzen 5s, 7, or 9. Please comment down below, because I like to have on this video, on this live stream, because I like to read it and also reply to them as well too. Issues 2023, 2024. Makes up the latest update August 8th. The first 0x129 microcoding updates for supposed to fix stability issues started rolling out by MSI and ASUS motherboards. MSI BIOS found that the motherboard officially supported pages, but the ASUS updates are on the MSI GROG form and ain't yet on official support pages yet. Intel has recently extended a 2-year warranty, announcing listing CPUs will cover range of i5 13600KF up to i9 1400KF KS. So the i5 1300, once again, guys, i5 1300KF is $300, and it's a good processor, beef processor. It's 13th gen, and it's having the same issues reportedly, or that they're trying to beat that bush. They're trying to kill the seed of that issue, affecting that bush of what's called the 13600KS or KB or KF. So actually, what Intel's trying to do is do a PM, what you don't know is called preventive maintenance. My 5800X3D has updates still coming up to this day. BIOS. My sister downloaded them. She shows me how to do them, but she still does them because she stops by once every 2 months, and I'll pay her some money and she goes ahead and update them. Because she puts it in a couple keystrokes and she's done. She's out the door. Technically, because she knows what she's doing. She does it all the time. Not a big deal. She's an IT person, so she knows this stuff real well. But this here is trying to support which range from i5 to i9. So, and i.e., people who bought directly from Intel can contact Intel support for assistance by tray process customers who need to contact place purchase. But the tray customers, the ones that bought it, like Best Buy, Newegg, Micro Center, Walmart has them, for crying out loud, I think. So you go to Walmart and get one. You got to go to Walmart, for example. We'll hear more about Intel and the elevated operating voltage 1314 Gen. Now, some things here talking about the BIOS updates from its MSI to Z790, Godlike Max. Here are the BIOS updates currently available that features new microcode. The Meg MEG Z790 Godlike Max, the MEG Z790 Ace Max, MPG Z790 Carbon Max Wi-Fi 11, and the MPG Z790 Carbon Wi-Fi. Has without the Max. For mid-owned, starting here, increasing ports from game developers and gamers, high-end 1314 Gen, primarily i9, 1314, 13,000K, 14,000K, were crashing an Unreal Engine by mid-July 2024 because become obvious that Raptor Lake is the code name. The Raptor Lake CPUs has stability issues. Both CPU servers and year-end systems had noted a high reveal crashes, even chip failures. And I say this again, I'm going to say this again, and I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say this again. Um, if your chip is already experiencing this failure, you're done. If you can watch this video barely with your processor working and it's glitching and you're crashing, you're done. Your processor is dead. DEAD, rest in peace, call the Pope to bless it because it is gone. It's gone because of that reason, because it has failed. It has failed. The processor is dead. So if you're experiencing glitching, stable issue, it's only affecting what PC Gamer World said. It's only affecting those processors with a 65-watt 13900K to 1400K. So that being said, though, how long has it been going on? Let's take a little bit of mark time here and sit back in my chair and wonder, okay, how long has this been going on, Intel? I mean, we know AMD is an F up company, and they just screw shit up all the time. And I can spin yarns about Microsoft and Bethesda and the rest of them, but this is about a gaming world. It's about hardware that people use to do their job in gaming. And the best part is, though, and the best part of the thing is, you heard me say it's affecting gamers, right? You didn't hear me saying it was affecting people doing multi-threaded applications. You didn't hear me say this was affecting people who were, downloading, or doing, 3D imaging or doing business stuff. This only affects gamers. One core, single core, or dual core applications, it has been affected. If you're using multi-cores on your Intel 13 and all you do is that, you should be fine. But I would update it probably anyway. Because what happens if that spreads to everything and chip goes completely dead? Now, the fail rate could go up, astronomically here in the next couple more months. We still haven't got the total 411 of all of that. We haven't got the information to show how far is it really affecting people. How far is it really going? How far is it really reaching? How far reaching is it really going? How far is this thing going? We don't know. We do not know. We do not know because no one is saying anything. No one's saying anything because no one's really taking the time to ask the tough questions. And no one's really trying to ask the right questions. And I think people have to start asking the questions. Is this really what we want? This is really what we need. Do we need this? Do we need somebody to explain to me? Sorry, but I'm replying to somebody real quick on here. Is this really something that needs to be done? Are we really having this? Are we really having this conversation? Is this conversation really happening? Are we having this conversation with Intel? Sorry, I had to take care of something real quick. Sorry about that. I apologize. But, a friend contacted me, needed some help, so it's cool. But are we really having this conversation with Intel? A company's been around for a long time. With 13th and 14th gen. And it goes back to the 13th 600KF, for crying out loud. It's going way back. So what are they doing? I mean, what the hell is it? What the hell are these people doing? Intel, baby, booby, what are you doing? Why are you deciding to just go screw your fan base? You pretty much told Gaming Nexus that you weren't going to do a damn thing. All of a sudden, now you start doing stuff. I told you guys it's going to happen. I told you guys this was going to happen. I had Prey downloaded, so cool. I bought Prey for on sale, by the way. Anyway, though, but this is something that needs to be addressed. When is it going to happen? When are people going to make a stand on this? When are people going to make a stand and actually try to understand what goes on with the system right now? See, I'd rather have AMD in my rigs, knowing very well, yeah, they have some issues, but my Ryzen 7 5800X 3D processor had no issues whatsoever. I mean, the 3D cache and the Ryzen 7s and Ryzen 8s and the Ryzen 9s and 7800s, I've all had issues, folks. Issues with 5600X having issues, 3D versions, 5700X. Thank God above, my 5800X 3D has no issue whatsoever. But you talk about Intel, a company that's making processors right around where gaming started in the 80s, late or early 80s, mid 80s, and you're telling me that all of a sudden now they forgot to tell me, oh yeah, I know that those two processors we rushed out, 13, 14 gen. Well, screw you. We want more money to fix them because we rushed them out. This rushing out crap later on. Updates are affecting damn freaking processors now. I mean, I'm pissed off at this because I thought about going to Intel eventually. We got people out there telling me on Facebook, well, I need to just not worry about it. It's an Intel problem. So no, damn it, mother effer, it's a damn problem everybody else. Because if you're putting down $600 hard cash down in the processor, a pre-built or whatever you're doing, buying your own damn processor, getting it home, taking care of it, babying it, putting liquid cooler in there, air cooler in there. Granted, it's only 65-watt processors having issues, the power voltage. But when is it going to affect everything else? My problem is, yes, 8000 series AMD issue, 9000 series AMD issue. The issue, you don't hear a lot of problem with AMD that much because they're not effing up around constantly. Yeah, the price got to 5800X 3D. I think that's bull. It's a good damn processor. So you have an AM4, go buy that son of a gun. Yeah, it's going to cost you about $100 more than 5700X 3D, but I recommend that bad boy. It's a great processor. But I can't tell anybody go out there and go buy a 5800, go buy a 13900K FKS processor, not knowing if the damn thing's going to work or not. I understand, okay, and I get it. People are going to buy things that they know and trust, okay? If you're an Intel guy for life, you bought Intel before, you love it for life, and that's great. I'm AMD for life, but I'll switch over. Hell, I got an NVIDIA 3070. I thought about buying a 4070, even though I think it's overpriced and decent powered. I thought about going to Team Red. So is that a bad thing? No. Now they didn't pull a Intel didn't pull. Well, you have too much. You have too many. They didn't pull a Battlefield 2042 and go, oh my God, your expectations too high. They didn't pull that crap. Thank God they didn't do that BS because I'll lose my shit. But once again, Intel is hated by Steve. Hey, Steve from Gaming Nexus, how you doing? But it's hated by Steve because Steve didn't like gaming and doesn't like Intel. And I can understand why now. I understand why now Steve doesn't like from Gaming Nexus. Didn't like Intel. I see it more now. I'm like, you know what? I understand this guy a lot more now because it makes sense to me. But I think people just need to start accepting this, that something's wrong with the world of Intel. Yes, they're a multi-trillion-dollar company. Yes, they have all the money in the world they need, and yes, they don't need to have any more. Okay, I get that. I do. But damn it, there's a place and a time where you have to be a man or be a consumer and say, you know what, I'm not going to buy this anymore. And you'll probably see Intel stock go down 20. They're already lost about 30 to 60 points already since this whole damn debacle took off. And you know, Intel stockholders are like, you know what, you guys better fix this, or us stockholders are going to start reconstructing the company. And they gave the old drum beating to the old CEO. Hey, I'm all for, kicking butt to get stuff done. If my Ryzen 7 5800X 3D processor had issues, I would be raising hell trying to figure out what's going on with it. But now that the updates have been really good, had no issues whatsoever. I've had more problems with my graphics card than I had my 3070 than I had with my processor, and thank God to that, because I can easily pop out a new graphics card in there. It's kind of hard to buy a new processor and pop it in there because I do all that tear down crap. Doesn't mean I wouldn't do it, but once again, guys, a 2-minute warning. I say that because my last 2 minutes. I implore you, if you're out there new to my channel, you come by my channel, big fat guy, hey, big fat guy. If you're new to my channel, watch first time, like what you see, like, subscribe, notification, ring that bell. Okay, but also understand, if you have a 13th, 14th, i9, or even i5 13th 600 KS processor and it has trouble or issues, first contact Intel immediately to get taken care of. Maybe the update can save it if it's just started out. But comment down below on my channel here, or send me a message on Facebook. My same full name is on here. It's on Facebook. Send me a message and the messenger about your experience, and I'll use it on the next video, because I want to hear, because I want to talk about this further. I'll do a question and answer eventually. I want to do a podcast with people who have had the 13th and 14th gen 900K issues. So if you guys are out there willing to do that, let me know. If not, just send me a message on Facebook Messenger, about your experiences, and I'll use your name, of course, with permission, first name only, and I'll say, hey, this is what this person talked about, blah blah blah. But if you're willing to do that, message me on Facebook Messenger about your experiences with your 13th or 14th gen 900K or KS, K 14, 13, 900Ks, or even your i5 had issues, about stability issues, and how much it costs you, and to fix it, and if Intel was being a bunch of pieces of trash giving you a hard time. Don't comment here. Comment if you have Intel or used it in the past here. If you have issues, please go to my Facebook page. Same full name on here. It's on Facebook. You'll find me on there. And message me in a Facebook Messenger. And a Facebook Messenger. And send me a message about it. A text message. I'll read it. I'll write down information. I'll use your first name only. And because I still want to discuss this, but I don't want to spend no 2 hours on this on YouTube doing that. Because we all do have lives. We have things going on. We all have lives. Okay, so I get that. So having a podcast may not be very good to do. So send me a message on Facebook if you have on Messenger if you have or had issues with Intel about this product only, about the 13900K, 1400K, or even the i5. And I promise I'll talk. I'll talk about it on my next live stream, and I'll talk about it, and I'll have my anger about it because I'm pretty angry about this. This is only affecting the gaming side of this. This is not affecting the multi-core stuff. So thank you guys for watching the video. This is Mark. Sign off. Like, subscribe, notification, ring that bell. Later. Peace out, everybody.